Hey, this is John. Welcome back to my Final Fantasy X Let's Play. In the last episode, we were doing some monster capturing inside Sin in the Sea of Sorrow. Now we're going to move into the City of Dying Dreams and keep working on that. Let's go ahead and turn on Turbo and put enemy encounters on frequent. Should wait till I got in the Sea of Sorrow. Let me put that back to normal. Moving up the stairs. Okay, there we go. Now we'll put on frequent. Okay, here is a monster we haven't captured before. It's a Barbados. These things are really, really strong. So, what's the best strategy? They're immune to most things. They're not immune to things like Demi, though. So, that's probably our best bet for using his HP. He's got 95,000 HP, so he can be a bit of a problem. I'd like to start with an armor break, so let's bring Orin in here to see if we can get that going. Let's do an armor break. Now, he may counter that with mortar, and I'm not sure if Yuna will survive this, but let's find out. Okay, not as bad as I thought it was going to be. It's bad, but not terrible. Okay, so he should be armor broken now. Let's get Riku out of here, and let's bring Titus back in. Let's do a hasty on everybody. And let's do a white magic. Let's do a protect on Orin.
Armor of light, hold physical might.
I'm not sure why they sometimes decide to redo things, but yeah. Oh well, you didn't survive. That's okay though. Let's go ahead and bring her back because I need her. She's supposed to be my damage dealer here. Okay, let's bring in Himari. Let's go ahead and attack him. Okay. Let's go ahead and I think we should Sentinel with Orin. Let's do a Curaja on Yuna. Okay. And let's go ahead and use a light curtain. I can find one on Yuna. I need to get more light curtains, but... Okay, there we go. Nice. Good job, Orin. I want to have him keep sentineling right now. Let's bring Titus back in. And let's haste Yuna since she lost her haste when she died. Okay, let's put protect. We got protect. Okay, so now it's time to do some damage. So let's go ahead and do a double cast of Denny. I forget if I mentioned this, but this guy has 95,000 HP. We've done about 20,000 damage, not that much. So we need to just keep doing this for a bit and try to keep Yuna alive if we can. So that's the hope. I believe he's immune to nearly all status ailments, so we can't put him to sleep or anything. So not a lot of good strategies dealing with him other than kill him as soon as possible and use protect. Let's go ahead and let's keep Titus in here. Let's use an Albed potion. Orin could use some HP. Okay, I'm gonna keep sentineling. Okay, he's gonna use mortar. That won't help with sentinel. Okay, that wasn't great, but we're okay. So let's do a couple of Albed potions. Okay. Let's go ahead and double cast Demi. Okay, we're gonna use another Albed potion. Okay, there we go. We're all back to mostly good. I want to Sentinel. Do another double cast of Demi. Okay, we're starting to get his HP down to reasonable level. I can start bringing my fighters in now, I think. Yeah, I think I will defend with Titus. Gonna do mortar again, that's okay. Okay. Let's get Yuna out of there. Let's bring Kimari in. Actually, let's bring Waka in, because he's got a capture weapon. Okay. I better use something like a Mega Potion. Make sure we survive his attacks if he has any more. Okay. Now we just kind of unleash. There we go. Fast run hero. Cool. I never used that, but it's there. Okay, 1 power sphere. What do we have here? Adamantoise? We've already seen this. We're gonna flee him.
Live and let live.
We passed this door when we first came to fight Sin, and it was gated behind defeating some monsters, which I hadn't done. But we have freed the fiends now, and they released the Seal of Yevon. However, there is more than one seal to this door. There's one over here. So, it says we have to defeat 9 more fiends. So I think this is gated behind 30 fiends, so we have to do 30 total, I think. Might be 10, then 30 more, I don't know, it doesn't matter. But anyway, we have to go kill a few more before we open this other door. We'll come back to that a little bit later. Okay, here's another fiend that is part of the inside Sin area. It's the Great Marlborough. Now he has a lot of very difficult attacks that can do a lot of damage to us. However, he has a weakness. So let's first bring in Yuna. He's got about 64,000 HP. We're going to start with a double cast of Demi because, like most monsters, he is for some reason not immune to that. So there we go. There's 20,000 down out of 64,000. Let's do that once more. There we go. He's under 40,000 now. Before he gets his first turn, you want to bring Titus back in, or if you have someone else who has Provoke, bring them in. You want to use Provoke on this thing. It will prevent him from using his bad breath attack, and that can be very devastating. It does Confuse, it does Berserk, it does Poison. It can completely wreck you. But if you provoke it, he just attacks you like that. It's awesome. So that's pretty good for us. Yeah, the rest of this, I think we're just going to attack it. Make sure you keep Titus in the party because Provoke will wear off if he leaves the party, if he leaves the front line. So just, if he dies, just anything like that, just take him away. So there we go. He's down pretty far now. We'll just go ahead and attack with Titus. They need a bit more. Let's get Yuna out of there. Let's bring Waka in. Okay, one more maybe? There we go, Great Marlborough. So, it can be very difficult to capture in these difficult places, in these places like Sin and the Final Dungeon, but it can be done. So, alright, I'm gonna go look for more monsters. Here is another of the creatures that's inside Sin, the Demonolith. It's a pretty cool thing. It's got some deadly attacks though. One of its normal attacks can petrify you. It's called Petrify Breath. It will stone the entire party. So stone proof is very handy here. Also, whenever you attack him, he will counterattack with Pharaoh's Curse, which does poison, dark, curse, something else maybe. So it's best to deal with that ASAP. And you can do that with a Silence Grenade if you have stolen them from lots of the mushroom characters like I have. Let's go ahead and bring Riku in and use a Silence Grenade. There we go. Now we're going to bring Yuna in. She's running low on MP, so we won't be able to do this a lot, but we'll go ahead and do a Demi. And we'll do 2 Demis, I guess. Yeah. These things don't have quite as much HP, so yeah, not even like maybe 40,000 roughly, but yeah, they're not too difficult to take down. The problem is they do have armor status, so you have to take that off if you want to do any damage to them. So why don't we bring in Titus, and let's do a White Magic Haste on Orin. Okay, and let's try for an armor break. There we go, that should be good. Let's get Yuna out of here. Let's go back to Waka. And we'll go ahead and attack. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, if you don't have stone proof, this might destroy you. Which I think everyone does here, so we're good. But yeah. He's not too hard if you properly strategize. There we go. The monolith captured. Nice. Level 3 key sphere. That might be a rare drop. Okay. Looking for more monsters now. I'll have to check, but this might be the last monster inside Sin. This is the Wraith monster. It's similar to the Ghost in the Sunken Cave, but it's just stronger. The nice thing, though, is we can do things like use Holy. So let's go ahead and do that. We can do a... that's a lot of match. Let's do a double cast of Flare. He's got about 22... Oh, wow, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of things. I don't think Demi works on this guy. Well, let's try it. We'll do a Demi and we'll do a Flare. Let's see if Demi works. It does. Okay, that'd be better. So we can do that with Yuna. Nice. Good job, Lulu. So he is almost dead. You can't armor break him, but being down that much, he's not going to have much health left to go through. So just want to get him with like 2 or 3 attacks. He's very strong, but there we go. The Wraith is actually the easiest monster in here. So, and he sometimes drops things like that, the Peaceful Armlet. So I now have a no encounters thing for Kimahri. So yeah. Alright, I fought a few more fiends. The Wraith was the last monster that is inside Sin. Nothing else to show you here about capturing, but let's see what the last treasure is. Okay, we have released the fiends from second seal. Is there a third seal? I think there might be, actually. There is. 7 more fiends. Okay, back in a minute. Okay, should be able to release the last seal now. Let's see what's in here. There we go, finally. And we get a level 4 key sphere. That's pretty good treasure. Okay, that's everything inside Sin. I want to go back to the airship, and we're going to go to the final dungeon in the game and do some capturing in there. I'll meet you on the airship. Okay, we're back on the airship, so we're going to go to the hidden final dungeon in the game, called the Omega Ruins. We did open this back up a couple episodes ago, but I've gone back to an earlier save so I can show you where it is once more time. So if you're on the airship, you don't have it unlocked, go to search, and we're going to go, let's see here, we're going to go to X, right about here, and somewhere between 70 and 75, and the Y is going to be between 33 and 38, I think, so around here somewhere. There we go. Omega Ruins. Now we can go hit to the list and go to Omega Ruins.
Here we go.
What is this place?
700 years ago, a monk who defied the teachings was sentenced here.
Oh, the traitor Omega, yeah?
Omega's loathing of Yevon has turned him into a fiend.
They say he liked it underground, out of the light.
So he's here?
Scared?
Not a chance.
I'm not really sure what this adds to the story, but it is an interesting place. So it's got the hardest monsters in the game that you'll encounter normally. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and what do I have here? Well, just gonna turn off encounters for a minute. You can see you don't have the map opened up. You have to go figure out where things are. As you wander around, you'll open up the map, and it's not a very long place, so it's pretty easy to go through. I'm gonna load up my other save where we were capturing in Sin and come back here at that point. So I'll be right back. Okay, we're back in the Omega Ruins on my correct save file, and you can see I've been here before. I have opened up pretty much the entire map. Over here is some treasure chests. You can play part of a mini game. We'll go look at that. I hate the mini game, and I don't think it's very rewarding, so I never do it. But there are 12 chests in here, and if you open all of them in the right order, which you have to guess what the order is because it's random every time, you'll get 99 warp spheres. That's just not that great a prize. You don't really need them. So, are they cool? Sure. Do you need them? Not at all. Okay, these are Defender Zeds. They can't be captured, so in my opinion, they're not worth fighting. If you kill them, you can get level 3 key spheres though, so that's one way to get those, if you want them. But, that will be the first fight we're taking in here. So, let's go down here to this edge part. Okay, this is the most common fight you'll run into in here. There's this lizard called the Zorus, and a chest. And you might think, hey, treasure, that's awesome. Well, actually, they're pretty dangerous, because if you are at low sphere levels like I am, they'll open up a mimic, usually. A mimic can be a very strong monster, and once you open it, you cannot flee the battle. So, if you're finding him to be very tough, which he can be at low sphere levels, I don't recommend fighting him. You get no AP, you can't capture them. They do provide a lot of gil though, so there is that. 50,000 normally, 100,000 if someone has Gillionaire and is in the front line when that thing dies. So it's nice, but at this level, I wouldn't really go ahead and farm it. So, or try to work on them. I would just leave the chest alone. Not that important. Okay, so as far as monster capturing, the Zorus is pretty hard to hit, even with Titus. So first thing I'm going to do is bring Yuna in here, and we're going to do a Demi. So let's go ahead and do Black Magic Demi. Okay. Lower his HP a little bit. His regular attacks can do stone, so good to have stone proof. And let's go ahead and use Waka to mug this thing. Okay. I was hoping he'd hit that harder. That's a little bit unfortunate. You can see we stole Petrified Grenades. They are super useful. You can kill a lot of things with those. There we go. Apparently, I've already captured enough Zorus, but they're super common in here. So, yeah. That's the easy fight. Okay, you can see there are 2 chests here. There's a place that has 2, a place that has 3, a place that has 4. What, I don't remember what it is, but they all add up to 12 chests. And you'll get some treasure if you open it in the right order, but it's just hard to know what the order is. So, honestly, I don't really care about the minigame that much. If you open the wrong chest, you get into a fight. So, for me, not really worth it. I've never seen any treasures you get besides the warp spheres be useful either. So, honestly, you know, I'm just going to skip it. So, we've already seen the Zorus, a great source of Petrified Grenades, but not really useful for anything else. Okay, this is a Master Tonberry. They're similar to the Tonberries in the Cave of the Stolen Faith, but they hit a lot harder and they have a lot more HP. Fortunately, they're not too difficult to take care of. They have, I think, like 48,000 HP, and they are susceptible to sleep. Let's bring Riku out here. And let's do a use. We're going to use sleeping powder. Okay. Then we'll bring Yuna back. And we're going to do a double cast of Demi. So magic doesn't wake sleeping monsters. So we can do 20,000 basically, and with no consequences here. Let's go ahead and bring Titus back. We're going to do white magic. We're going to haste Yuna. And then we'll go ahead, double cast Demi again. Okay. This should bring it pretty low, and I might be able to capture it now. It's not entirely clear we'll be able to, but we'll try. Let's bring Waka back, though, because we can mug this thing, and I think it's got Tetra Elementals. That could be useful. Alright, we didn't quite kill it, which is unfortunate. He'll do a Karma attack now, and that hits you for 100 times the number of fiends you've ever killed, so it can be a really devastating attack. Let's go ahead and give Waka a Kiraja. And let's bring in Orin. Maybe he can finish it off. Oh, not quite. Not quite. Okay, that's all right. I fear how weak we are. Orin hasn't killed nearly as much as Titus and Waka have, so he's less likely to get a big counterattack. Titus is my fiend murderer, so he's the one I least want to see a karma. I will not survive the karma on Titus. Oh man, I thought for sure he'd be dead. Okay. Well, goodbye, Titus. Yeah, 7,000. That's just crazy. Well, you know what? Let's try again. There we go. I'm not worried about AP right now. I don't care that Titus died in the fight. You get a lot of AP, so it's a great way to gear up levels. But honestly, there's an AP trick we'll be using later on, and that's the best way to gain levels. So I don't worry too much about this. Once I've completed their sphere grid, usually I only care about Titus, Waka, and Riku, and Yuna to a degree. So yeah. So let's go ahead and heal people. Kimari has Kiraja, so I can go ahead and use that and save some MP for Yuna. What was that Tetra thing he got? It was thing for who was it? Waka? Wow, a free blank 4-slot armor. That's nice, because I will need one of those for Waka later on. So that was a great find. Okay, let's keep looking for more monsters to capture. Gonna go ahead and flee this. Oh, very, very important in here. You want to make sure you have a character who has first strike in the party every fight you take. So I've got Titus in there. I like to have it on Titus because he can do flee, and that helps us if we get ambushed. The Great Malbro in the Omega Runes will always ambush you. And if you don't have protection against confusion and berserk and poison, he can destroy your party. So you definitely want to have first strike here and then provoke him, and it's fine. So he was also inside Sin, but he's even more dangerous here. But with provoke and first strike, he's okay, not too bad. We cannot take him out of the battle though, so I'm gonna go ahead and do a Hastiga. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and attack with Waka. We'll go ahead and do a mug. I think you only get remedies from this. I'm not sure what the rare steel is, but remedies aren't that great. Let's bring in Yuna. Let's do a double cast of Demi. So oh, I messed it up. Okay. Oh, we'll cast it once then. Just make sure Titus doesn't die or leave the front line, and we'll be fine. Okay, let's go ahead and do a white magic Kiraja on Titus. Okay, I think we should kill it before we get out of here. Let's go ahead and cure Yuna. Then we'll go ahead and finish this guy off. I hope. There we go. Okay, so just remember, Great Malbro will always ambush you in the Omega Runes. He can in Sin, but he will always do so, and his first attack is always Bad Breath in the Omega Runes. Okay, Kimari, help Waka out, will you? Okay, And again, just make sure Titus is in the party when you go back to running around. What's in here? Nothing? I guess not. Okay, there's some Zorus, and there is a floating death. Looks like an Arimon, but it's not. It's actually a worse Arimon. So we're going to start off by putting these things to sleep, because they can be a bit scary. But they are all susceptible to sleeping powder, so it works out pretty well for that. Okay, Titus, I want to have you defend. Yuna, please do a double cast of Demi, because our guys are a little bit weak right now, especially without the Celestial weapons. We'd be doing way better if we had the Celestial weapons right now. So, I just wanted to show you that you can capture without them. So who is Monster B? He might be okay. Let's go ahead and mug him. We stole Musk times 4 and captured it. That's nice. That's the common steal too. You can steal it 5 on a rare steal. Okay, again, I'll do a mug here. There we go. And let's bring Himari in here. We'll go ahead and attack this guy. Yep. Yeah, surprisingly, things that give you petrified grenades are weak to stone. So. Okay, I think we're okay. Let's move on. Nothing else over there I see. Let's go back this way. It might be helpful to stay near the save sphere in the beginning. You know, you may want to grind some levels, because the boss in this level is actually, this dungeon is actually very difficult. And there is only this one save sphere. You got ambushed by a wraith?
I won't go so easy on you next time.
If I didn't already have like 3 or 4 pieces of no encounters equipment, I might take him on just to see if I could get that, but I do. Okay, this fight, it can be very, very difficult. So this is the other monster that can wreck you. If you attack him, he has a high probability of responding with Poison Mist. Poison Mist can absolutely end your day. So what we need to do is, again, we provoke it. So we'll do that. And then
over here.
He won't do anything dangerous at all. In fact, he will heal us now. It's a little bit crazy. Let's go ahead and bring Riku in here. If you have frag grenades, you're going to want to use them to do armor break on the black elements. Otherwise, Orin can do it, but it's more efficient, so I've got a bunch of those to go ahead and use that. Or you can use her mix and mix up 2 spheres, like power spheres or ability spheres, to do that same thing. So that works too. We'll go ahead and attack one of these things. Okay, there we go. Got a black element. We'll go ahead and mug the other one. Okay, we got a high potion. Yeah, they do white wind. They actually heal us. Just so crazy. But, you know, whatever, it works. So long as Titus on the front line and not, you know, dead or berserked, we could just go ahead. So let's go ahead and keep going with him. And there he goes. He heals us again. So if you use Provoke, this guy is actually pretty trivial. You know, it can take some time to defeat him when you're weak like we are, but you can't be armor broken. But, you know, he's pretty trivial once you know the correct thing. And he's the one who gave that return sphere to us too. So, all right, let's go over here and save our progress, and then keep looking for more monsters. There are 3 or 4 more things that are in here. So if you want to keep going, you need to go to the left. Now let's go ahead and flee the Zorus. Over here, another one of those room treasure. Here's the one that has 3. We can open one up, but I'm not going to right now. Again,
I'll be right back.
I don't think it's worth it. I'm not going to worry about the fights. So, okay, let's keep going down this way. Okay, here are some new monsters. These are actually fairly dangerous. These are the Master Kurl, and they have a number of very deadly attacks. So let's go ahead and see what Titus can do on a regular hit. Not bad, not great, but not bad. The nice thing though is that they, like Floating Death, are susceptible to sleep. So we can bring in like Riku and use sleeping powder or dream powder. Yeah, we'll use dream powder. And there we go. Now we're fine. Okay, so we have Monster B is Floating Death. Let's go ahead and bring Yuna in here. And let's do a double cast of Demi, so that won't wake them up. So we'll do that. Lower their HP. I forget how much HP the Master Curls have, but they have a little bit. So it would be helpful to go ahead and take care of that if we can. Okay, let's bring Waka in here. And let's get rid of the Floating Death. Okay, there we go. Alright, I'll go ahead and attack this one more time. We captured that one. We'll bring in Orin, and we'll go ahead and defend with him so he doesn't wake up. And then we're just going to go ahead and try to get rid of this thing. Let's do a Mug. Far Plane Shell. That's an instant death on one character. That's not too bad. There we go. Okay, it doesn't seem like the Denny was that useful for this, so I guess I wouldn't do that in the future, but... Friend Sphere, level 1 Key Sphere, so all kinds of good stuff you can get in here. We haven't got to the hard monsters yet. These are Machias. These are actually not too difficult because they're weak to stone, and Riku has Stone Strike. So, there we go. Even Stone Touch has a good chance of working on these things, but Stone Strike, it's just, look at that. Awesome. So, that's probably your best strategy for doing those things. Customize Stone Touch or Stone Strike. You can do that by getting custom Petrify Grenades, which the Zorus in here, you can steal 3 at a time. It's super easy to get Petrify Grenades. So, that is really helpful for doing capturing. Okay, these are the Halmas. They also come with the Spirits sometimes. I forgot to switch them back to Tithe. That was dangerous, but we're okay. Let's go ahead and do a Provoke on this guy.
Hey, hey, hey!
Yep, he's mad. He's mad now. He's going to heal us. We can go ahead and use a Frag Grenade or Armor Break on the Halmas because they are armored, obviously. But we don't really need to because they're also weak to Stone Touch, just like the Machias are. So we can just go ahead and do that and probably just use Riku for the capturing. So yeah, we'll go ahead and do a Mug on this one just so you can see that they're not too hard to actually get. High Power Potion, I think it might be a rare steal. So we'll go ahead and Riku. Yeah, they don't have much resistance to that. So it's just pretty easy to go ahead and do. I can't remember, but I think these things are guarded against stone. Let's go ahead and find out. Let's do a Mug with Riku. Yeah, they're safe from that. He has Stamina Springs though, so that's not too bad. Okay, we'll just go ahead and attack. Let's bring Orin in here. And we'll attack once more. There we go. Here, I've done some capturing. I've got enough spirits apparently, so that's good. I can just flee that fight from now on. Okay, over here is a trigger for unlocking something else. So we'll go ahead and press that. You can see where that treasure is. There's only one real treasure chest in the game. It's got a teleport sphere, so it's useful, but it's not super critical. So if you want to bypass it, I don't really blame you. Oh, I was wrong. There's another 3 chests over here. Okay, that's the last of the 12. All right, my mistake. Never mind. Let's go the other way. Okay, so we're gonna go over this way. Okay, these are the Pyroboros. They're the last bomb type enemy in the game. Now, they have really high magic resistance, so you maybe have to think, oh, maybe Blizzaga. You don't want to do that. They'll explode way before you can do that. So, what are our options? Well, the best option is probably going to be Demi, and I think they can be put to sleep as well. They're also vulnerable to stone. So let's go ahead and use a Dream Powder on them. Or Sleeping Powder. Oh, that should work. Oh, I was wrong. They're immune to that. Okay. Well, let's bring in Yuna. So the other way we could deal with this is by using our elemental armors. We've had Stoneproof for the longest time, but what if we switch that? Wrong thing. What if we switch that to Water Eater, Fire Eater, Lightning Eater, Iceproof? Well, now pretty much they can't hurt me. So let's switch. Let's get rid of Kimari. Let's bring Titus back in. Let's put his armor on. We want this one, and then Riku can do this one. And there we go. If you have Fireproof or Fire Eater, these things probably aren't going to do any damage to you at all. So, I thought we could put to sleep, but apparently not. Of course, if we want to capture them, or lower their HP as much as possible before you start attacking them, because otherwise, you know, they'll explode. So, everything we could do, if you have any, do I have any? Shadow Gems are a good idea. They're kind of like a more powerful demi, so those are options. Shining Gem, I think might be Flare. This might kill it though, so that might be a good idea. It didn't though, so I didn't think it would grow either. Maybe it has to be like a multi-attack or something. Maybe they're weak to stone. Let's find out if they're weak to stone. I think they are actually. Let's try that. Okay, well that didn't, it wasn't immune, didn't hit though. So they do have a resistance. So I need to capture the next one. But Pyraga, they can't really hurt me. Even their attacks are fire-based, so we are completely safe in this fight. But I do want to capture it, so let's hope that Titus can do this on this attack. Ah, he couldn't. That's not good for us. Okay, so why don't we try using... what was it? The Shadow Gem? You've got one of these. This is a better demi. Let's try that. Okay, they should have about 5,000 HP. So that's not too bad. We can go ahead and... Let me show you that Wazara is not going to work too much for these guys. They have really high magic defense. Actually, that was better than I thought it was going to be. Well, whatever. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and defend. I want to make sure Titus can get this. So let's go ahead and... There we go, he got a critical hit there. Okay, little more difficult than I thought it was going to be, but yeah, their magic defense is kind of high, and it's hard to do. This thing, you can open up, click over here, we've already seen the Master Tom Mirror, let's go ahead and play that. This opens up another path right behind you. You can see on the map there's that little jutting out path. So this would open that, but it's not activated right now. You have to go find the activation switch first. So let's go down here. And here are the last 4 chests. So, yeah. The monoliths are in here, just like they are inside Sin. They're not any harder, but you do fight 2 of them at a time. So
I won't go so easy on you next time.
you actually capture almost anything inside Sin other than Barbados inside the Omega Ruins. So that could be helpful. Although there's only one place you can find Gemini, so it's easier to find Gemini inside Sin. So. Okay, if we go down here, I think we'll find that activation path. I didn't realize that was Riku. I could have stolen from somebody. Oh well, it's fine. Oh, don't steal from the spirits. They also counterattack theft with
I'll be right back.
Poison Mist. So just be careful. Don't do anything to them until you have used Provoke.
I won't go so easy on you next time.
Okay, here is our activation glyph. Preemptive strike. So we could steal, but not from this. High potion, not really worth it. But whatever, we're here. We'll go ahead and see. They have a rare steal of Shining Thorns, but I'm not sure what those are
I won't go so
for,
easy
but
on you next time.
I think they're in some kind of mix for Riku. So, okay, let's go ahead and touch this thing. Okay, there we go. Glyph appears. Now we can go back and open up that path. Probably a good idea if anyone is in the danger zone to go ahead and carry them between battles. This place, it doesn't seem that deadly, but it really can be. So, basically,
I'll be right back.
I just came prepared, and we haven't seen any of the really hard fights yet either. There's like one more fight in here that I can't find, and it's the absolute hardest one. So, okay, there we go. So that makes the rock rise up, and it opens up this pathway, and down that pathway, you can find a teleport sphere. So I'm not gonna go all the way down there. I'm gonna go the other way instead. Try to find the last monster in here.
I won't go so easy on you next
And I'll show
time.
you where the first boss is in here. We're not gonna fight it just yet, but we will fight it pretty soon. So let's go back here, past the glyph. From here, you can take either path, the circle all the way around. It doesn't matter which way you go. You get up to the boss area a bit faster going this way, but doesn't really matter that much.
I won't go so easy on you next time.
We probably will. Okay, so if we take that teleport pad, we will get up to the boss area. But like I said, I don't want to do the boss yet, and I can't save it. There's no save through over here, so I don't want to do that until I'm ready to take on the boss. So I'm just going to walk around that. And that's it. That's the Omega Ruins. At least, you know, everything's at the boss area. There's one more room, but it's just a straight shot pretty much. So we'll see that after we beat the first boss who's in here. So I'm going to come back once I have found the monster I'm looking for, and I'll show you my strategy for that.
I'll be right back.
So, back in a flash. It only took me 3 more fights to find it. I wish I'd been recording. This guy doesn't ambush you, but he has a first strike of his own. He will always start out the battle with haste, and there's nothing you can do about that other than dispel it. He'll try it again, but, you know, we want to keep haste on as much as possible. He does a lot of elemental magic attack. It'd be good to use armors that have elemental protections against them. So these guys do. Let's go ahead and bring Yuna in here. He is vulnerable to Demi, so let's go ahead and start out with a double cast of Demi. He has 64,000 HP, I think. So there we go. A Demi can do 10,000 there. Okay, let's go ahead and let's see if we can use Kimari to dispel him. We'll dispel his haste status. It's helpful if you use haste as well. But see, he went ahead and recast it. So he'll pretty much always try to get his haste back. So it is sometimes not so useful to try and keep dispelling it. But, you know, he's very dangerous. I don't think Waka has his hat trick on. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and attack this guy. Let's do a mug. Okay, far plane win. That's not bad. Let's go ahead and let's bring Riku in. Let's see if we can armor break. I don't think we can, but let's try it. Let's do a frag grenade. So is he immune? Okay, he's immune. I thought he was. Okay. She took the right person. A lot of these guys don't have waterproof on their armor, so gotta watch out for that. I don't think we need double cast again, but you know, our guys don't do that much damage, so wouldn't hurt to do a bit more damage with Demi. Won't take us too much MP. So let's bring Orin in here. Let's go ahead and attack. There we go. Yeah, he likes to slow Orin for some reason. I don't really know why, but he does. Let's go ahead and do a Hastiga on the party. Okay. we'll bring Walker back in here, and let's just go ahead and try to get rid of him. He does do death spells. We're not death proof, so Orin's gonna die now, but we'll bring him back. It's okay. Orin doesn't have elemental protection, so not the best person to have in the front line. But there we go. The Vernas are probably the hardest monster in here. Way worse if you don't have elemental protections. They're fast, they do a lot of task effects, they do a lot of damage, and they have a lot of HP. So, but there we go. I believe that is every monster inside Sin and inside the Omega Ruins, the two hardest places to capture, especially at low levels. It becomes much easier when you have the Celestial Weapons and some Aeons, but Celestial Weapons are really helpful, especially Yuna's and Lulu's. They can do more magic. You saw how good Demi was against these things. If we had damage break, if we had break damage limit and could do Demi, we'd be taking these fights out much, much quicker. So for the rest of the capturing, I'm gonna go get their Celestial Weapons first and finish that up. But I just wanted to show you that it is possible to do capturing, without doing a lot of leveling or getting any special equipment. You don't need to worry about that. It can be done. It will just take longer to finish up the monster capturing. Okay, I'm gonna wrap up the episode there. Thanks for watching. Go ahead and do those things YouTube likes, like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.